Welcome. We are visiting judicial system of our country. Up till previous sessions, we were having visit to the procedural aspect of the trial. From today, we shall be concentrating upon the substantive justice. For it, we have to visit the Constitution of India. The Constitution of India unfolds itself with its preamble. Therefore, to have an appreciation of and to have imbibing of the values of the Constitution of India and of our judicial system, we shall visit this preamble. The preamble of the Constitution as such is the first window through which we can have glimpse of the values which are inherently inbuilt in our judicial system. The Constitution of India, in its preamble, has given Solomon virtuous values expression. We, the people of India. It begins with we, that means that individuality as such has been dissolved in the common collective soul of we. The very meat of the foundational values of the Constitution of India as are enshrined and expressed in its preamble or being opened to the structural key with the word we means the individuality as such has been dissolved. It is the collective pool of the values which are being recognized. We, then who we are, the people of India. Here, the focus is as that the people of India are the expression of we. We are the people of India, and we, the people of India, having solemnly resolved. So it is the solemn resolution of the people of India. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved. What is this resolution? To constitute India means this resolution is regarding how we are constituting India into what? Into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. These are five distinct words. In fact, these five reservoirs of values have been the object in terms of which we, the people of India, after formal regulation, are constituting it. So these words, sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, and republic, of these five words, the socialist and secular words were originally not in the preamble. These two words, socialist and secular, has been added in 1976. Therefore, we have to appreciate as to how originally the values reservoirs were only three: sovereign, democratic, and republic. Then socialist and secular have been added subsequently in 1976. The first poser will be whether the first three reservoirs, sovereign, democratic, and republic, were deficient in any form, or these additional words, socialist and secular, have been added just to explain the things further, to have facilitation for appreciation of these two reservoirs, socialist and secular as well. One view is that socialist and secular reservoirs of values were included and were lively within the sovereign, democratic, and republic reservoirs. However, these values have been distinctively expressed. Therefore, to have an appreciation as to which reservoir of values are being expressed by we, the people of India, with Solomon resolution to constitute India. And the other thing is that when we are constituting India as a reservoir of values of sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, then the purpose is to secure to all its citizens. So this set of reservoir of values with which we have resolved to constitute India is aimed for, is aimed to secure to all its citizens. So the citizens of India have been given a security of the following things. And for this security, these reservoirs of values have been accepted. So the sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic values which constitute India are meant for securing for all its citizens. What is to be secured? It is justice. The first thing which is secured, it is justice. And the justice as well has been put along a particular streams, social, economic, and political. The basic security is of justice, and the justice is being elaborated as to be of the streams of social, economic, and political. One way to look at this security of justice is to be viewed from the window of social, from the window of economics, from the window of political setups. So justice is a big reservoir of which three streams being elaborated are social, economic, and political. These three adjectives, social, economic, and political, may be at first glance be as independent aspects. Then these three are to be viewed as an integrated expression, and a step ahead, these three social, economic, and political integrated glass upon the reservoir justice will take us inherently that securities for justice This justice word as reservoir transcends the specific elaborative adjectives mentioned here. So, justice includes social justice, economic justice, and political justice. However, justice is a self sustained domain in itself. This self sustained domain of justice includes social, economic, and political. However, this justice as a domain of values is transcending from the individual objective reach of social, economic, and political. Therefore, justice is a big, complete, self sustained domain in itself. Therefore, while we will be face to face with this security for its citizens of justice, then it will be a very big, complete, wholesome reservoir of values. Justice in its initial, affine, natural, generic attributes, social, economic, and political, are the particular aspects of the justice which have been expressed here specifically so that justice may not be taken in any other context or in their other historic interpretive meanings. Therefore, justice is a self sustained domain which is made clear that same is also covering social, economic, and political justice. And the second reservoir of values, security to the citizens of the second reservoir of values is of liberty. So, we, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, to secure all its citizens is of liberty. So, liberty is secured. We have constituted India with a solemn resolution so that the same is securing liberty. Like justice, liberty as well is a very big reservoir of values. However, this reservoir of values have been expressed so that it shall be taken inclusive of the liberty of thought, the liberty of expression, the liberty of belief, the liberty of faith and worship. So, liberty is a very big reservoir of values, and here it is expressed as that range of values include the liberty of thought, the liberty of expression, the liberty of belief, the liberty of faith, and liberty of worship. So, see the thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship. These are five distinct reservoirs of values. Thought is one reservoir of value. Expression is another reservoir of values. Belief is other reservoir of values. Faith is other reservoir of values. And worship is another reservoir of values. These five reservoirs of values, individually and collectively, are included within the bigger reservoir of liberty. So the liberty secured for the citizens of India is including five reservoirs of values of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship. Now, see, the justice is secured and liberty is secured. So, justice and liberty together will make the real security ensured in the Constitution constituted by we the people of India with the solemn resolution. The another big reservoir of values is equality. Equality is in itself a very big reservoir of values. However, here it is made specific as that this reservoir of values includes the equality of status, the equality of opportunities, and to promote among them all. Now, these three independent reservoirs, justice, liberty, and equality, when are given their comprehensive due, then they make such big reservoir that in this background of security, the aim is that we have to promote among them all, means among all these citizens, means amongst us, we the people of India. So we the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, to constitute, to secure for its all citizens, means we the people of India in fact are securing for us justice, liberty, equality. Why? With an aim to promote amongst ourselves fraternity. What fraternity? Assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. So, this security of justice, liberty, and equality is meant for promoting fraternity. Fraternity assuring the dignity of the individual and unity and integrity of the nation. Therefore, the individual and the nation both have been put at a parallel pedestal for fraternity. So there is to be fraternity amongst us as citizens, as individuals, as well as a nation. So this constitution, which we the people of India having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, is meant to secure to us as citizens justice, liberty, and equality with an aim to promote amongst us fraternity of individual dignity and of national integrity. So we as a nation, we as an individuals are being secured justice, liberty, and equality so that there is a promotion amongst us of the fraternity. And in our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution. See, the word used is do, means it is used in present tense, and the present is every moment is a present. The moment, the present moment becomes the past, and it transits into future, but still it remains as a present. Do hereby. So it is every day, it is continuously that we are having Solomon resolution. So this constitution is lively every moment and being adopted for fraternity with the security of equality, liberty, and justice in India constituted a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. So, the first lesson of the student of law is that one shall be face to face with this values charter. The preamble of the Constitution of India, in fact, is the values charter. These are the virtues which we cherish. These are the virtues for which the Constitution and the justice delivery systems owe their existence. Therefore, we as students of law shall visit this charter, and first thing which we can do is to remember to put this charter in our memory, and for it one step will be that we shall write this text, we should write this preamble in our own hand, so that each word, each comma, each phrase, each sentence is lively within our memory. And once it will be lively in our memory, it will be well printed in our intelligence. And once it is imprinted in our intelligence, it will be reaching within our conscious. Once these set of values will be imbibed by our consciousness, then we shall be blissfully appreciating the aim of the Constitution, aim of the securities provided, aim of constituting India into sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic to secure justice, liberty, and equality. What for? For fraternity. Fraternity amongst us. So it is not the individuality, it is the collectiveness where individuality stands dissolved and the common pool of human values become lively. Therefore, first of all, we shall memorize this text, then we shall write this text so that we are fully imbibing the values of each and every word. So these are not only the simple words, these are reservoirs of values. Therefore, we have to appreciate the different shades of the values of each of these reservoirs. The other point which I would like to focus here itself is that this text, as it is in English, and we have to be well acquainted with its Hindi version and other versions in all other languages, particularly the mother tongue of each one of us. Therefore, one shall form one's own dictionary, one shall have proper, equal, transliterated translation in Hindi and in other languages. Here, for facility, another sheet is being put on the screen, and it is the Hindi version of the text of the preamble of the Constitution of India. Therefore, one shall draw a parallel table of the English language words chosen for expression in the preamble, and in the parallel column there should be the Hindi language words being accepted as full expression of the values of the preamble of the Constitution of India. Once one will be face to face with these aspects of this text, then the next phase and stage will be that we shall be through the different interpretive domains accepted for these reservoirs of values by the Supreme Court of India and the high courts of the country. And then at the next step, we shall have appreciation of these values of the preamble of the Constitution of India in comparison with the values of the preambles of other constitutions of different countries. Thank you very much.